since 2 months. Okay. So what relevant
Yes.
history will you ask from the patient?
Okay, sir. First of all, sir, I will greet the patient and ask the consent for history and examination. After this, I will start my history. First of all, I will ask about the onset, whether the onset is acute or chronic. And after this, I will ask whether this backache, uh, what is the specific site, whether it's mid back, thoracic region backache, or in the lumbar region backache. And after this, I will ask whether this backache is static, progressive, static or progressive. And after this, I will ask further that what is how this backache started, whether this backache started after any trauma, after any lifting any heavy load or not. In addition to it, I will ask about the whether the backache, how this backache, what is the severity of the backache on the basis of visual analog score. And after this, I will ask whether this backache is aggravated by lying down on night time when she lie down, whether the backache aggravates or not, whether this backache is aggravated on activity or sitting up from the lying position or changing any posture in the bed. In addition to it, I will ask about whether this backache is whether there is any previous history of trauma, any previous history of TB contact as well. Furthermore, I will inquire about the whether there is any associated tenderness over the back or not. In addition to it, I will ask about the radiation of this backache, whether this is localized only to the back region, or it is radiating down towards the limbs, or it is down towards the anterior of the belly as well. Furthermore, I will ask about whether this backache is associated with any bladder or bowel dysfunction or not, whether there is any urinary retention or urge incontinence associated with or not, or any saddle anesthesia or not. Furthermore, I will ask about the lower limb weakness. That in the history, it is given that there is a weakness for the last 2 months. Then I'll ask about whether this is progressing or not, and what are the what are the muscles which has been involved, whether it is involving the proximal muscle or the foot muscle, whether the weakness is equal on both side, right and left limb equally, and whether it is associated with any difficulty in walking or not, whether the patient is feeling any stiffness in the lower extremities or not. Furthermore, I will ask about how is the status of the upper limb, whether the patient has got normal whether the how is the upper limb, whether it is the upper limbs are normal or not, whether the patient is having any headache or not. And I'll ask about whether there is any history of enlargement of hands and feet in addition to it. And this would be, sir, my relevant questions.
Doctor Saab, but why you are asking about the headache and the limbs enlargement to this patient? She is presented with
Sir,
the backache and the lower limb weakness,
yes, sir.
and
Sir,
that also shows the patient is having the lower limb weakness.
yes, sir. Sir,
Again, you are
I'm
repeating.
sir, I'm relating it whether if there is any headache or not, if there is any cellular lesion which is causing an acromegaly and causing a lumbar spinal stenosis. So I asked this question in that regard, sir.
But look at the patient photograph, and second thing is that डॉक्टर अतीक को कोई प्रॉब्लम है बात कर. So if the patient don't have the enlargement, because this is the clear when you see the patient there is no any signs of the
Yes, sir.
acromegaly, then there is no need for
Yes, sir.
asking any question to the brain. Okay, and there is nothing
Fine,
in
sir.
the history. So you were
Fine, sir.
asked about the pain in the back, and second thing you were you talked and you asked from the patient regarding the weakness in the leg, any and fever and the pain, all things. Did you ask any further question from the patient, or do you wanted to ask from the patient any other question? 1 minute, okay? One
Okay, sir.
moment.
So there is nothing coming in my mind to ask further, sir, regarding.
Uh, Dr. Saab, what is your name?
Dr. Saad.
Dr. Saad. So you asked from the patient regarding the pain, weakness, fever, and this history. Any history
And
you wanted to ask from
previous
the patient?
trauma.
Okay,
Sir, I
trauma,
asked for
fever.
the trauma and any history of previous surgery or not,
Okay.
and any
So
history of radiation, and
okay,
any history of surgical history, sir.
okay.
Whether the patient has
Do
gone for
you
other
do you want
hysterectomy
to?
or.
She is 50 years old female. Do you wanted to ask any other particular history from the patient?
Sir, I wanted to add
Yes. Okay.
weight loss, sir,
Okay.
and urinary symptoms.
Okay. So, can you ask from the patient regarding the any breast lump or swelling in the past or present?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes,
we
sir,
should ask.
definitely.
Because this is a 50-year-old female, and this is most important question. After completion of your pain history and all these things, trauma, fever, you have to ask regarding the any swelling, any lump which has not been seen by the patient, and you have to ask about that. Okay. So examination findings. What you will examine the patient and how will you examine?
Sir, in this patient, sir, first of all, I will take the consent from the patient, and and I will start my examination from general physical examination, and in which I will examine the vitals and the sub-vitals of the patient. After this, I will examine the uppers and lower limb. I will start my examination from the lower limbs, in which I will do the inspection. I will check the bulk, tone, power, and reflexes, and the planters in the lower extremities. And I will also check the sensory sensation, both the pinprick sensations and the tube and the proprioception in the lower extremities, so that I can get any sensory level or not. After this, after the lower limb examination, I will also check the saddle. I will tilt the patient to the opposite side, and I will check for the saddle anesthesia as well. And after this, I will examine the back of the patient. I will palpate whole of the spine. I'll palpate one of the spine to look for any tenderness and to look for any deformity over there. After palpating and inspecting the spine, I will check for the superficial abdominal reflexes of the patient. And after this, I will proceed to the upper limb examination. In upper limb examination, again, I will follow the same pattern of inspection. And after this, I will check the bulk, tone, and power and reflexes in the upper extremities. I will also like to
Upper limb
check the.
examination is normal. Okay. There is no any in
Fine, sir.
finding in the upper. What further examination you will carried out?
Sorry, sir, I couldn't hear you. You were muted.
No, I am now unmuted. So, what other findings and other examination you will carried out?
Sir, after examining the upper limbs, I will examine the cranial nerves, and I will
Okay,
examine the lobes of the patient, sir.
okay, and then
Sir, and after this,
और क्या देखेंगे इसमें?
and I'll check the walk of the patient.
Okay, और क्या देखेंगे?
Sir, I'll walk and the cerebellar signs in this patient, sir.
Okay, और क्या देखेंगे? जो सिंपल मैंने आपको पहले हिस्ट्री में भी बात बताई, क्या वो आप छोड़ देंगे?
सर
Yes, sir,
जीपीई में
we will. GP में सर lymph nodes हम GP में देखेंगे, axillary lymph nodes हम GP
ठीक है,
में देखेंगे सर।
डेफिनेटली
और
ना।
उसके
तो
बाद सर
आप
हमने फीमेल है ब्रेस्ट लम्प का उनसे पूछ के और
जी,
consent लेंगे।
आपको एग्जामिनेशन भी
साथ
करनी है
साथ साथ
एक्सिलरी।
आप चेस्ट अस्कल्टेशन,
डॉक्टर साहब,
sir, chest auscultation, visceromegaly and DRE. We should go for these as well.
डेफिनेटली। तो हमें जो है ना एज अ होल जो
हाँ
है
सर।
हमें ये देखना है कि अगर नियोप्लास्टिक लीजन है तो नियोप्लास्टिक प्राइमरी लीजन है या सेकेंडरीज हैं। तो अगर प्राइमरी भी हम सस्पेक्ट करें तो सेकेंडरीज भी इस एज में हमें सस्पेक्ट करना चाहिए। और उसके लिए प्रॉपर एग्जामिनेशन आपका जो है, आपने फौरन बताया अपर लिम्स, फिर सेरिबेलर, लोबार फंक्शंस, क्रेनियल, लेकिन आखिर में आपने ये नहीं बताया कि आप जनरल फिजिकल एग्जामिनेशन भी करेंगे, क्योंकि वो भी इम्पोर्टेंट है इस पेशेंट में।
This is most important. Anemia इसने नहीं देखा इसमें सर, anemia
जी,
ये चीज।
डॉक्टर
Sir,
साहब,
can we general physics, sir, can we say like in general I will do the general physical examination, I will examine the vitals and the sub vitals. तो सर
ओके,
उसमें ये चीजें कवर हो जाती हैं?
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल आपको ये
We
सब
have to
कहनी है।
specifically mention.
बिकॉज जब हमने आपको एक
Fine
केस
sir,
दिया,
thank you.
एज अ लॉन्ग केस दिया, तो आप उस पे जो है ना आप खामोश हो गए कि मैं सिर्फ एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ लोअर लिम्स करूंगा, अपर लिम्स करूंगा और क्रेनियल नर्व्स और ये करूंगा। हालांकि देखा जाए तो आपका एग्जामिनेशन, जनरल फिजिकल एग्जामिनेशन इस पेशेंट में इम्पोर्टेंट है।
Fine sir.
चले, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ योर हिस्ट्री एंड योर एग्जामिनेशन, व्हाट आर द डिफरेंशियल्स इन योर माइंड रिगार्डिंग दिस पेशेंट?
Sir, can I have some positive finding in this examination? Sir, because I have got a low limb weakness and back ache, and
I
I'm
will
not
tell you.
specified.
I will tell you your examination findings. Tone is increased, reflexes are brisk,
Fine sir,
power is
fine sir.
grade 1, bilateral lower limbs, grade 1 power. Planters are extensors bilaterally, clonus is negative. Patient is catheterized. Abdominal reflexes are absent, and sensory hypoesthesia is at the D8 level. There is a mild tenderness at the dorsal spinal region and upper limbs are spared. Rest of the cranial nerve examination is normal. Now, on the basis of this, your history and examination findings, tell me the differentials in this patient.
Sir, keeping in view the examination findings, the most likely the lesion is at the dorsal spine D6 level, sir. And the nature of the lesion, sir, it may be neoplastic lesion, it may be a degenerative lesion, sir. Since there is no history of fever in this patient, so and no tenderness over the back, sir, so infective lesion would be on my third differential, sir.
So it means the patient don't have the history of trauma, you excluded the trauma. Patient don't have
Yes,
the
sir.
history of the fever, you excluded the fever. Now, and this is not the acute type of the history, it means the vascular is be excluded. Now there are two things. Number first, degenerative changes and neoplastic. Now,
Yes, sir.
degenerative changes में क्या क्या हो सकता है?
Sir, in degenerative changes, the patient has got the character of the pen, which is worsened with the movements, posture changes, lying from the sitting, sitting up from the lying position. While in case of neoplastic lesion, the patient patient pain aggravates with the lying down, a recumbency pain, and there would be also an history of weight loss as well, sir.
नहीं, आप मुझे ये बताया ना कि डिफरेंशियल जो है, अब आपके पास 2 बच गई हैं, 3 आपने एक्सक्लूड कर
Yes,
दी।
sir.
अब उसमें
Fine, sir.
डीजेनरेटिव में क्या आ सकता है?
सर डीजेनरेटिव में सर हमारे पास थोरेसिक डिस्क आ सकती है हमारे पास,
ठीक है, ओके,
और
थोरेसिक डिस्क।
न्यूप्लास्टिक लीजंस में सर शैल आई प्रोसीड सर?
और एक जी और एक कंडीशन होती है ओसिफाइड लिगामेंटम फ्लेवम, ओके?
Yes, yes sir.
सर
वो भी हो सकता है।
बिल्कुल सर।
चलें अब नियोप्लास्टिक में आ जाए। नियोप्लास्टिक में कौन कौन से नियोप्लास्टिक लीजन्स हो सकते हैं?
सर in the neoplastic lesions Sir, it may be an extradural lesion, intradural extradural lesion, and intradural intramedullary lesion. Sir, in
Yeah.
extradural lesions, most common would be the metastasis. In intradural extramedullary lesion would be the meningiomas, schwannomas, and neurofibromas. And the intradural intramedullary lesion, it may be astrocytomas
नहीं
and
देखिए
ependymomas.
आप
नहीं
ऐसे
नहीं
ना
इस
बताएं।
पेशेंट में आप बताएं, इस पेशेंट में आप बताएं
Yeah.
क्योंकि फीमेल जेंडर है, ये कैथेटराइज्ड है और इसमें अपर मोटर न्यूरॉन साइंस है, तो इसी पेशेंट में आप बताएं कि मोस्ट लाइकली, और ये थोरेसिक स्पाइन में, तो आप जाए मेनिंजियोमा की तरफ, सबसे पहले आप मेनिंजियोमा की तरफ, इंट्राड्यूरल लीजन की तरफ आप जाए।
पहली
Sir,
बात तो ये है।
may I add something kindly?
जी जी
Sorry to
बिल्कुल
interrupt. Sir,
जी
मैं इसी patient के regarding this patient, if you told us that the patient is having mild tenderness
जी
and initially बात तो इधर तक आ गई कि we are having the neoplastic process as our first differential.
जी
तो यहाँ पे meningioma तो फिर secondary हो जाएगा, पहले तो हम कोई भी जो bony lesion है, जो spinal column के lesion है,
जी
उसकी तरफ जाएंगे.
जी
Primary spinal कम होते हैं, secondary ज्यादा होते हैं. तो we'll go
पिक्चर तो
for a
कुछ भी हो
metastatic
सकती है।
lesion first.
अच्छा दूसरी बात ये है कि जैसे इन्होंने कहा मोहम्मद अयाज साहब ने कि इंट्रामेडुलरी ट्यूमर्स हो सकते हैं, तो इंट्रामेडुलरी ट्यूमर्स
वो
जब
पेनलेस
होंगे
होते हैं सर.
नहीं एक्स्ट्रा,
हाँ,
सॉरी
जी
इंट्राड्यूरल
इंट्रामेडुलरी
एक्स्ट्रामेडुलरी।
पेनलेस
जी
होते हैं. ये एक्स्ट्रा मेडुलरी जो है मेनिंजियोमा है, वो तो टेंडरनेस के साथ प्रेजेंट नहीं करता
जी
सर.
जी तो देखें
माइल्ड
पेशेंट
टेंडरनेस
तो प्रेजेंट हो सकता है ना, पेशेंट तो
यस
किसी
सर.
तरह से भी प्रेजेंट हो सकता है।
ठीक
तो
है सर. थैंक यू
आप
सर.
जो है
थैंक यू.
जी जी तो ये
थैंक
चीजें आपने रखी, न्यूरोफाइब्रोमा भी हो सकता है, मेनिंजियोमा भी हो सकता है, कोई अनयूजुअल जो है ना लीजन भी हो सकता है।
ठीक है. थैंक
लिगामेंटम
यू.
प्लेयम हाइपरट्रॉफी।
Now Saad, how will you
Yes,
investigate the patient further?
sir, I will do the baseline investigations and I will do the disease specific investigations. In baseline investigation, sir, I will do the CBC of this patient, sir, and I will do the urea and creatinine of this patient and LFTs of this patient. And in disease specific investigation, I will go for the radiological investigation. And first, I will go for the simple X-rays, sir, X-rays, the dorsal spine, epi, and lateral view. And I will also go for the MRI dorsal spine with and without contrast.
जस्टिफाई करिए आप इसमें क्या देखोगे?
डॉक्टर साहब
Yes, sir. Yes,
मैं
sir.
ये समझता हूँ कि आजकल एमआरआई जो है ना इजीली अवेलेबल है हर जगह पे, ठीक है,
Fine,
और
sir.
डेफिनेटली अब वो दौर खत्म हो गया जब हम इस तरह से कहते थे कि एक्सरे होना चाहिए. डेफिनेटली नाउ वी कैन से कि द चॉइस ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन इन दिस केस इज द एमआरआई plane and contrast of the dorsal spine. Okay,
दिस शुड यस फर्स्ट।
हम डेफिनेटली हम टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करना चाहते कि हम एक्सरे वगैरह करें. रूटीन इन्वेस्टिगेशन में बिल्कुल आप कहें कि ब्लड सीपी करवाएंगे, आप चेस्ट एक्सरे करवाएंगे, लेकिन चॉइस ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन इज दी एमआरआई सर्वाइकल एमआरआई डॉर्सल स्पाइन प्लेन एंड कंट्रास्ट.
Also fine, sir.
ठीक है, तो
Fine.
जी अब मैं आपको एमआरआई जो है ना बताता हूँ. ठीक है, now you can see
मेटास्टेटिक वर्कअप सर्विस में
जी now read the MRI. Okay, Dr. Saad.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, first I would like to. Okay.
डॉक्टर साद रीड कर रहे हैं आप?
Yes, sir. I am reading the MRI, sir.
जी
Sir, the one on the left side, these are the contrasted images.
मुझे लगता है ये कंट्रास्ट उन्होंने रखे हैं डाले.
Contrasted.
असद को बुलाओ. देखिए ऊपर वाले जो है ना, जो लेफ्ट पर है और राइट पर है, ये तो कंट्रास्ट नहीं है, ये तो प्लेन है. डेफिनेटली T2
Yes,
वेटेड
sir.
इमेज या T1 वेटेड इमेज, लेकिन यहाँ T1 वेटेड इमेज जो है मुझे ये कंट्रास्ट लग रहा है. दिस इज T2 वेटेड इमेज
Yes, sir. I can
and this
also.
is the T1 weighted image with the
दिस इज
enhancing
कंट्रास्ट।
lesion. Yes, this is the contrast.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
आप रीड करें डॉक्टर साहब.
Yes, sir. Sir, this is the MRI. We're having a sagittal and a axial section T1 and T2 wetted images with contrast.
जी.
On the right side, there is T2 wetted sagittal image, which is showing a single rounded uh, iso intense lesion, which is centered posterior to the T3 vertebra, and it is compressing the spinal cord, and there is the loss of the CSF signal both anterior and the posterior to the cord as well. While on axial section, I can also appreciate a lesion which is iso intense and which is pushing the cords towards the left side as well. On contrasted images, this lesion, it is showing a homogeneously contrast enhancement, and it is pushing the cord towards the left side, sir.
Okay, very good. ठीक है? So now we will again go to the other question. How will you counsel the patient?
So first of all, I would like to sit with the patient and their attendants, and I'll tell them that he has got a malignant lesion. He has got a lesion in the dorsal spine, which is causing these symptoms as well, which is causing the weakness in the lower limb. And this lesion need to be treated surgically as well. And if I'll give them, the patient will need a surgery for the removal of this lesion, and I will proceed with my investigations if the patients are willing for the surgery, sir.
So patient को जो weakness है और आप जो है benign tumor है, and this should be resectable so that the patient cannot have a further deterioration in the legs. ठीक है?
Yes,
But
sir.
patient after all this counseling, you may counsel to the patient that patient may have a little bit disturbance in the sensory and the motor symptoms for a longer period of time. It will not be correct and it will not be improved on the second day of the surgery. Okay, because this is
Thank you.
mostly the people's and the patients have a concept that after the surgery they should be improved on the second day. The weakness which is already present, that we improve after the physiotherapy and with the time. So these things you have to tell them. Okay, how will
Yes,
you
sir.
manage the patient?
Sir, I have a question regarding the counseling.
Okay.
Sir, इन्होंने कहा कि I'll sit with the attendants and the patient. What if the patient is not comfortable? He doesn't want the attendants to know or the family members to know about his condition or her condition. Then
तो मैं आपके जवाब नहीं समझा कि patient is not comfortable to counsel
patient
to.
wants to talk. Patient wants to talk in privacy. He wants to, or she wants to keep her privacy. Then
Okay.
So his
Then
privacy should be observed.
if
जी,
patient
पहले ये कहना था कि
जी,
काउंसलिंग में आपने यही पूछना होता है जो 4 मेन क्वेश्चंस हैं, आप यहाँ पे कंफर्टेबल हैं, हम इनके सामने बात कर सकते हैं। ये काउंसलिंग के बेसिक्स पॉइंट्स हैं, ये आपने मिस नहीं करने, आपने इधर इसलिए मिस कर दिया, ठीक है सर?
ओके, ठीक है, सही।
ये स्टूडेंट को बता रहा हूँ सर, आपको नहीं सर, आपसे तो आपके टाइम का बहुत शुक्रिया, हम आपसे बहुत कुछ सीखते हैं। थैंक यू
नहीं
सर।
नहीं, ये तो अच्छी बात है कि सब अपना फीडबैक देते हैं। डेफिनेटली बहुत सारे एग्जामिनर्स जब ऐसे सवाल करते हैं तो अब आप अगर जब बताते हैं अपने कलीग्स को तो ये अच्छी चीज है और हर इंसान हर किसी के साथ सीखता है।
थैंक यू सर, आपका टाइम का बहुत शुक्रिया। थैंक यू।
ओके, थैंक यू। So how will you manage Dr. Saad?
Sir, after the counseling, I will admit the patient and I will do the general. I will do the baseline investigations of the patient so that I can make sure the patient is fit for the anesthesia or not, and I will take his anesthesia fitness. And I will make sure if I have the facility of the neuro monitoring, then I will definitely discuss it with the anesthetist and the neuro monitoring team so that the proper electrode should be applied before surgery. And after this, I will go for the surgical resection of the lesion, sir.
Okay, we all welcome Professor Dr. Atiq Ahmed Khan. He is here. He is the head of the department of Doha University Department of Neurosurgery. Dr. Atiq, can you hear us?
Ji, Assalamu alaikum, and
Walaikum assalam.
thank
So
you very much, Dr. Riaz Raja, for welcoming us into this forum. Dr. Imran is with me as well.
yes, डॉक्टर
It
अतीक
took some
डॉक्टर
time
अतीक
to-
आपको थोड़ा शायद दिक्कत हो रही थी इसको मतलब कनेक्ट करने में, तो मैंने इसको स्टार्ट कर लिया है। अब ये आखिरी क्वेश्चन है इस लॉन्ग केस का, डिस्क्राइब द स्टेप्स ऑफ द सर्जरी। तो काइंडली आप इसको कंटिन्यू करें, और आप डॉक्टर साद इज द वॉलंटियर टुडे, तो आप उनसे पूछें सवाल, ठीक है?
वो मैंने असल में लॉन्ग केस मुझे थोड़ा सा बता दें, क्योंकि मैंने मिस कर दिया, वो मुझे एग्जैक्टली पता
अच्छा,
हो।
ये 50 years old female है, married, history of the backache for 3 months and lower limb weakness, and she has a spastic paraparesis, grade 1 power, and on MRI there is a meningioma at the D2 level. So we have asked from the Dr. Saad about the examination, about the differentials, investigations, counseling, management. Now the steps of the surgery.
अच्छा,
डॉक्टर अतीक, मैं आपको MRI भी, डॉक्टर अतीक,
डॉक्टर इमरान भी है मेरे साथ, आप वो
जी।
भी उनको
Dr. Imran, Professor Dr. Imran, we welcome you in the virtual session of neurosurgical examination, and I am highly thankful to you. You have spared your time and given us this time for the educational purpose. Thank you. So this is the MRI, and just see Dr. Atiq and Dr. Imran, and you have to ask from Dr. Saad about the steps of the surgery, so that we can switch over now after that to the short cases. डॉक्टर साद, आप कहाँ पर हैं?
Yes, sir, I am here, sir.
जी,
Shall I start, sir?
जी डॉक्टर साद, आप जरा बताइए क्या, हाउ विल यू अप्रोच दिस लीजन?
Sir, I will approach from the posterior, from posterior midline approach, sir. I will in the OR table, after proper position and careful bedding of all the pressure points, sir, I will make a vertical midline incision, which is starting since this lesion is at the level of the D2 level. So I will start from the lesion from C7 till the D4 level, sir. I'll make a skin incision. I will make the I will do the subperiosteal I will dissect down the muscles, and during the procedure I will tell the anesthetist that he will keep the spinal perfusion pressure up during the procedure, sir. And I will do the D2 laminectomy along with D1 and D3 laminectomy. After this, I will open the dura and the midline and take up suture of the dura so that it can be retracted. Since the cord is retracted towards the left side, so I will approach from the right side, and I will debulk the tumor. I will open the capsule and I will debulk the tumors. And after the tumor removal, sir, I will close the dura, and I will close the dura, and I will do the skin closure. And after this,
Anything specific you will be using while removing this tumor?
sir, if I have the facility of the neuromonitoring, definitely I will go for the intraoperative neuromonitoring while this, sir.
Okay, so what is the complication of this surgery?
So the complications during the complication, since it's a dorsal spine lesion, so I may damage the cord. And there might be a bleeding as well, sir.
This is a meningioma. Obviously, you will start
Yes.
facing the bleeding from the while removing the bone. So
Yes, sir.
you have to think of that. Apart from that, is there any importance of dentate ligament in this surgery?
Sir, since this is intradural extramedullary lesion, So if the denticulate ligament come in my way, so I can cut the denticulate ligament. So denticulate ligament, if I cut the denticulate ligament, so I will have a more space, and I will more I can more easily, sir, manipulate the tumor, and cutting the denticulate ligament will definitely help me in during the removal of these tumors.
Okay, so you will cut the dentate ligament whenever you open the dura.
Yes, sir.
You open the dura and you obviously you will see if you are when you are going to start use the microscope. At what time? What is the best time to use the microscope?
Sir, dural opening, sir. We
So
will
you
open
will
the
open.
dura under the microscope, and after this we will complete our whole procedure under microscopes.
Okay. So when microscope comes into play, then you will
Yes,
see
sir.
the dentate ligament. If you can see
Okay.
the dentate ligament, then you will cut it, or rather you will try to use that dentate ligament to which will help you in retracting the cord.
Sir, since in this case the cord has already been pushed towards the left side, so from the right side, what I'm seeing, I will be seeing the tumor. So if I'll cut the denticulate ligament, so I can manipulate the tumor easily. Sir, in this case, sir.
Okay.
Dr. Saad, Dr. Saad, operatively,
Yes,
if
sir.
this is the D4 level, sometimes it is very difficult to localize the lesion operatively. How are you going to make sure that you land up on the right level?
Sir, in this we will do the plan X-ray to localize our level, and if I have a spinal
Plane X-ray,
navigation,
D4.
sir,
Can you see the D4 level on plane X-ray operatively?
Sir, it would be very difficult if I have the facility of spinal neuronavigation.
It is impossible, I think. I think it is impossible to localize D4 on plane X-ray. Then how are you going to count the level? This is very important. Many a times, many experienced surgeons, they miss the lesion at D4, D5.
So, sir, we
How are you
can
going to
count
report on
from
the
the
plane X-ray?
C7 spinous process, and we can count from below.
How do you know that this is C7 spinous process?
So the C7 spinous process, since it's the most prominent, so we can palpate the C7 spinous process, and we can come down.
You will be using the plane X-ray.
So we can use a
Still, you
C-arm.
will be using the plane X-ray.
C-arm, sir. C-arm. We will use the C-arm.
So on C-arm, you count. You will check the C7 spinous process or C2. Dr. Saad,
sir,
can you hear me?
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir, I can hear you.
There are different landmarks, bony landmarks, with the help of which you can localize the lesion on image intensifier. What are the bony landmarks on the spine? C7 spinous process is not the bony landmark,
fine,
with the
sir.
help of which you can identify the level. What are the bony landmarks?
Sorry, sir, I don't know this.
It could be C1, C2, or it could be 12th rib. From the 12th rib, you can start counting D4. Okay?
Fine,
or
fine,
either
sir.
it is C1, C2.
Fine, sir.
It's a very good question which is raised, and you know most of the surgeons, they usually felt this problem while the surgery. So the fixed level is C2, which is a C2 vertebra. You can add 12th rib, but importantly, it is also you can use the sacrum, and you can start counting from the sacrum to above level. But this is most difficult thing. But the fixed level is C2 and sacrum. They are the fixed levels. You can either count from both the sides.
Sir, regarding sacrum, agar sacralization या lumbarization हुई तो it will give us a false level.
That's why you need to do a X-rays, plain X-rays before the surgery. If you are
Yes, sir.
planning this sort of surgery, you have to. This is what we feel during the surgery. But but the recent is the neuronavigation, and other
What
thing
about
is that before surgery,
if we have opened the
other
bone,
thing
sir?
is
I
that
think so. Intraoperative ultrasound is now most oftenly used. It is more
the
sensitive than
spinal
the
canal is so
neuronavigation.
small. The spinal canal is so small that the probe that you need to insert into the spinal canal to diagnose the tumor under the spinal cord, this is you need a specific probe. You know, you have to have a small specific probe which is not available. So for
Yes,
that,
sir.
if you have that probe, if you are
Thank you,
arranging
sir.
that probe, it means that you can arrange neuronavigation. They
Thank
are
you,
a
sir.
specific probe for spinal cord to localize the lesion while during operation. They are very thin and pencil-shaped probes. So
Yes, sir.
if you have that facility, then you know this is not very easy that you are saying that I'm going to use an upper ultrasound. You have to have that probe which is not available. You have to, you know, for these sort of surgeries, you need to arrange that sort of probes before the surgical planning. If you are
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
planning this sort of surgery, then you have to have two things in your hands. One is the neuronavigation, and if you don't have that neuronavigation, okay, then you can do another thing, which is pre-op MR marker. You know,
सर
at
एक्सरे
this
मार्कर
level.
हमने यूज किए थे विद द कॉइन सर, हम यूज करते थे,
I
अभी भी यूज
think
करते हैं, हमारे पास
जी
फैसिलिटीज
X-ray
इतनी अच्छी नहीं,
marker से
कॉइन लगा के एक्सरे कर लेते थे, वो एक
हाँ,
कॉइन हम हटाते नहीं होते थे,
जी जी
अगले दिन
MRI
हमने
मार्कर कैसे करते हैं?
लेट सपोज ऊपर नीचे गया,
MRI मार्कर कैसे करेंगे आप?
सर डाई के साथ होते हैं यूजुअली।
कौन सी चीज यूज करते हैं MRI में? आपको बता देती है कि हाँ भाई ये है, क्या चीज यूज करते हैं उसमें?
सर हमने तो डाइस पढ़े थे सीटी स्कैन वाले, एमआरआई के डाई का मुझे नहीं पता सर, कंट्रास्ट उसका गिरा, डाई का नहीं पता।
I think surface marking should be very good for students.
तो क्या यूज करते हैं उस मार्कर? MRI में स्किन के ऊपर अगर आपने लोकलाइज करना है तो क्या चीज रखेंगे? वो क्या चीज होती है जो कि हाइपर इंटेंस नजर आती है, मार्क कर देती है कि ये स्पेसिफिक लेवल है?
हाइपर
भाई जैसे
इंटेंस
आप MRI के लिए भेजेंगे ना पेशेंट को,
यस सर, एमआरआई पे
ठीक है
तो
ना, तो आप उसको कहेंगे मुझे मार्कर MRI करके दे दें, तो वो क्या चीज रखेगा? मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है।
टाइटेनियम
एमआर का हमने यूज नहीं किया, टाइटेनियम एमआर पे तीन चीजें जो हैं T1 पे हाइपर इंटेंस नजर आती हैं, ब्लड मेलानोमा है वो तो इंटरनल और फैट
हाँ
है,
बोलो कौन?
इंटरनल तो टाइटेनियम हो गया, टाइटेनियम हो सकता है नजर आता हो, लेकिन हम एक्सरे यूज करते थे सर कॉइन लगा के, वो हाइपर इंटेंस नजर आता था एक्सरे पे, और अगर एक ऊपर नीचे
लेकिन
होता था
MRI में आप क्या
तो
यूज
हम
करते
काउंट
हैं?
करेंगे एमआरआई पे।
MRI के लिए
ये सर बता दें सर, एमआरआई
MRI में जो मटेरियल यूज करते हैं, MRI में जो मटेरियल यूज करते हैं वो जो है विटामिन ई कैप्सूल्स होते हैं, वो किताब में लिखा हुआ है। यू कैन यूज विटामिन ई कैप्सूल और यू कैन यूज चिकन बोन होती है, वो पीस रख सकते हैं। दे आर रिटन इन द बुक्स, ये टेक्स्ट बुक्स में अगर आप पढ़ेंगे
सर
तो
ये
उसमें लिखा होगा
चिपका
कि
के
MR
रखना
मार्कर के लिए आप लोग क्या क्या यूज करते हैं। हाँ, ये स्किन के ऊपर आप जहाँ लेवल पे होता है वहां पे विटामिन ई का कैप्सूल रखते हैं, एंड यू स्टिक इट विद द स्टिकिंग प्लास्टर एंड देन यू टेक एन MRI, और वो लेकर के वो आप लगा के पेशेंट को ले आते हैं, ठीक है। दिस इज द बेस्ट वे जब आप उसको बोल।
So thank you sir very much Saad and thank you very much Atik. मैं समझता हूँ कि हमारे पास टाइम शॉर्ट है। अब डॉक्टर अतीक हम जो है नेक्स्ट उसके ऊपर चलेंगे शॉर्ट केस पे, ठीक है। तो डॉक्टर इमरान या आप में से कोई भी जो है ले, और शॉर्ट केस के लिए मैं ये कहूँगा कोई वॉलंटियर हो जो आ जाए और वो अपना नाम भी बताए, इंट्रोड्यूस करे अपने आप को। Anybody who can come for the short case?
Assalamualaikum sir, I am Dr. Bashir sir, I would do this case sir.
Dr. Bashir, can you introduce yourself from where you are?
Sir, I am Dr. Bashir sir, I am from JPMC.
JPMC. Okay, Dr. Bashir. चलें इसको रीड करें।
जी सर।
और डॉक्टर अतीक आप इनसे ये लें एग्जामिनेशन, ओके। लेकिन थोड़ा सा टाइम का जरूर ख्याल करें कि हम टाइम के साथ चलते रहें।
जी सर,
ठीक है।
हेलो, अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर। Sir, should I describe this picture, sir? Hello.
Yeah, बताइए.
Mm, sir, this is a picture of a child having elongated head circumference, and the anterior posterior head enlargement is obvious in the picture, sir. Yes, sir. Hello.
So
Yes, sir.
how would you investigate and justify your investigation? What would you look for in a specific investigation?
Okay, sir. Sir, I would initially do the X-ray plain skull. Then I will go for CT 3D reconstruction. Then I will go for MRI brain. And some in X-ray skull,
Sir,
I will see the
if पहले वाला
sclerosis.
सवाल miss कर दिया examination पहले थी. How will you examine baby further?
Okay, sir. In
How will you
examination,
examine
I will
this? How will you examine? ये ऊपर लिखो.
yes.
Hmm.
If in examination, I will initially introduce myself, then I will properly expose the patient. In inspection, I will see from the front, from the side, and from the back. And then I will palpate. In palpation, I will first take the OFC, then I will palpate every suture of the head. Then I will check for the supraorbital ridges, and I will also expect the palpate. I will also
What question if I will ask you to any single question you would like to ask from the mother?
palpate the so do the
Obviously, you
summary
cannot
of
ask
the
any
patient.
question from.
Sorry,
You
sir, I
cannot ask
can
any question from
from
the
the mother
patient. It's a
whether the patient
14-month-old
is
child.
having fits. Okay, sir. I would ask from the patient's mother that whether the patient is vomiting or not, the patient is having seizures or not.
Did you check the head circumference?
So did you check the head circumference?
Yes, I said for the initially that I would take the OFC of the patient first
And what
during
about the
palpation.
fontanelle? You are interested in examining the fontanelle of this patient?
During palpation, I checked all the sutures. Then I reached the fontanelle and I examined it whether it is protruded or not, sir.
At what age the anterior fontanelle usually in normal children's closes?
Sir, this is the anterior frontal closes at 2.5 year of the age, and the posterior frontal closes at 2.5 months, sir.
Can you answer it again?
Sir, the anterior frontal is diamond shaped. It closes at 2.5 year, and it's 4 centimeter AP diameter and 2.5 centimeter transfer diameter. It's a diamond shape, sir.
So according to you, the anterior
you-
fontanelle closed at 2.5 years of age.
Yes, sir. From 18 months till 2.5 years, sir.
And what is the most appropriate age for the closure of posterior fontanelle?
Yes, sir. The posterior frontal is a triangular in shape, and it closes at 2 months of the age, sir.
So there is a large gap between the posterior fontanelle and anterior fontanelle closure.
Yes, sir.
No, okay. You have to make sure.
Just you need to read it again, okay? So now,
Sir, sorry, sir. I could not hear,
how
sir.
will you investigate and justify your?
Sir, initially I will do
Doctor
the
Sahab, what
X-ray
are the
skull of the.
associated features you would like to see on the face? What are the associated
Yes, sir.
features if it is a syndrome that you would like to
Yes,
see
sir.
on the face?
Sir, in the faces, on the face, I will first see the proptosis in the patient. I will see for the hypertolerism in the patient. I would see the mid-face hypoplasia in the patient. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And sir, if I am wrong, if I am wrong, sir. Syndromic and non-syndromic. In syndromic, we have Cruzen, we have apart, and we have Puffer, sir.
How do you differentiate between Cruzons and aparts?
Okay, sir. The basic things are common in all of the, but in apart we have syndactyly associated with cardiac and urogenital abnormalities, while in Puffer we have the big toe of the foot, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
So one is syndactyly and the other is polydactyly.
Okay, sir. In apart we have syndactyly, sir.
So yes, in apart you have syndactyly, and in this is the main difference, which is on the basis of clinical examination.
Dr.
So
Atik,
any how you are
Dr. Atik,
Yes, sir.
any recent
डॉक्टर अतीक, इसके साथ इनके एक्सरे भी हैं, सीटी भी हैं, तो जब आप कहेंगे तो मैं आपको शो करवा दूंगा, जब आप इससे उसके बारे में पूछना चाहेंगे तो।
अच्छा, वही मैं पूछ रहा हूँ। हाँ, इन्वेस्टिगेशंस बताइए, आप क्या क्या इन्वेस्टिगेट कराएंगे?
Sir, I will first do the X-ray skull. In that, and then I will do the CT scan reconstruction of the skull. Then MRI brain, I will do, sir.
ये आ गया आपके सामने स्कल और वो। Now, what this describe the X-ray skull first.
Okay, sir. This is an X-ray of the skull of the baby, sir, and it is having corneal suture sclerosis. That is that is obvious on the X-ray skull.
What is the most important landmark on the X-ray? What is the most prominent feature?
Sir, on X-ray, sir, we see the copper beaten appearance, sir.
So did you check the
sinusitis.
fundus? Did you check
On
the fundi?
examination? Yes, sir. On examination, I said I will do the fundoscopy, sir. On while I was
So
palpating.
what does this indicate?
Okay, sir. In
So,
this patient, in this patient, the orbital the suture that is closed, the especially the coronal suture, the orbit is deviated towards that suture. So we usually see the vision and vision in these patients, sir. And we also see the intracranial.
That's why there is a. So
sorry,
copper beaten appearance is depicting what? Whenever you see a copper beaten appearance or a silver beaten appearance on.
Yes, it tells us the intracranial hypertension, sir.
क्या
It tells us the intracranial
raised
hypertension.
ICP.
Yes, sir.
So what is going on here with the 3D reconstructive images of this scan?
Okay. In this CT 3D
I am asking about the middle one.
Yes, sir.
What are you seeing?
In this we can see a closed sagittal suture and elongated head, sir. And in this we can
what
see
type of this what type of this craniosynostosis is this?
Scaphiocephaly, sir, in which the sagittal sutures are closed, the biparietal diameter is decreased, sir.
So can you see the metopic suture in this?
Yes, sir. I can on the CT 3D reconstruction. I can see a metopic suture that is on the forehead, sir. But to me, it looks like closure of the sagittal suture, sir.
Mainly sagittal suture. So how many types of craniosynostosis?
Okay, sir. We have scaphulocephaly, sagittal suture closure. We have phlegiocephaly, anterior coronal suture closure. We have metopic forehead bulge or a trigonocephaly, or also called, sir, keel forehead like, sir. And if all the sutures
what is
are closed,
what is teoricephaly?
Sorry, sir.
What is teoricephaly?
Heliocephaly. Sorry, sir.
Tower shaped skull.
Yes, sir. If
what is trigonocephaly?
that is the brachiocephaly when both the anterior coronal sutures are closed, or a towering of the forehead occurs.
Towering skull occurs when all the sutures are closed. That is known as turicephaly.
No, that is turicephaly. Is yes, you are somewhere right that there are the anterior posterior plagiocephalies. If they occur combinedly, then the skull grows tower shape. That is fine. What is trigonocephaly? Trigonocephaly क्या होती है?
Trigonocephaly, sir. It's like a trigonocephaly means forehead is bulging, the keel shape metopic suture, metopic synostosis.
Yeah, keel shape skull हो जाता है. क्यों हो जाता है keel shape skull?
जी sir. Hello.
Keel shape skull क्यों होता है? कौन सा suture बंद होता है इसमें? Pointed skull हो जाता है ना, keel shape आप बोल रहे हैं.
Yes sir.
Frontal suture होता है कोई?
Metopic suture.
Sir, it's a keel shape suture closure. Sorry sir.
वो बता रहे हैं, आपके दोस्त की आवाज आ रही है पीछे से, एक सुचर का नाम बता रहे हैं, हेल्प कर रहे हैं आपकी एग्जाम में.
Metopic suture closure.
वो तो मैंने बताया है, metopic suture. I cannot hear properly sir.
अच्छा ये बताओ, what is oxycephaly क्या होती है?
Oxycephaly means occipital suture sir, flattening and closure sir.
नहीं
Closure of the all suture.
चलो खैर इसको देख लेना.
Closure of the all suture sir.
हाँ, closure of all the suture. Can you introduce who is saying this closure of the all suture? कौन सा है?
Sir, I'm Dr. Bashir sir. I cannot hear you properly sir.
Okay. There is someone who is saying closure of all the suture.
Sir, I'm Dr. Ayaz sir.
Okay. Oh, that is the right answer. The closure of all the suture is oxycephaly. So how
Yes,
would
sir.
you
Okay, sir.
manage this further? What is the cause of actually, Bashir? What is the cause of this craniosynostosis? Reason क्या होता है?
Sir, there are few causes. Yes, sir, there are few causes for the craniosynostosis. One is teratogenic drugs like valproic acid. The second is genetics. The third is advanced age of the patient, and the fourth is hematological disorders. And if the parents, especially the mother, is a smoker, then that may occur. Sir. Genetics, sir, teratogenic, advanced age, and maternal smoking, sir, and hematological disorders that causes craniosynostosis.
What is the theory of
right,
Dura? Yes. What is the theory of Dura? Dura, you know, what is the most important theory, the pathophysiology regarding this craniosynostosis is a theory of Dura. Do you know about that?
Sorry,
you
sir.
know Dura matter?
Yes, Dura matter, sir. I know.
There are three layers of meninges. One is dura, one is recoil, and the pia. So there is a dura matter. Do you know the theory of dura matter? Anybody from any student?
Sir,
this question is open for everybody.
Industrial and periastial layer के बारे में sir वो?
नहीं.
जी sir.
The most important theory. Pulsations will keep the suture open.
Yes,
no, absolutely not. This is a theory of a growing skull fracture. You are mixing it up. I am asking you the theory, the pathophysiology of dura matter, which relates to the formation of craniosynostosis. What is that theory is, which is very important in this?
Sir, we exactly do not have any idea about that. तो अगर आप लोग
You
बता
need
दें
to read humans. All of the residents, I will specifically stress upon this subject that all of the residents go and read humans. This is the craniosynostosis in humans is you will find the best answer in this. You should
Okay,
understand the
sir.
pathophysiology. All of the residents should understand why the craniostosis occurs. What is the most commonest the driving force uh, uh, of closure of these switches at the appropriate time. That is the theory which you all of you guys need to understand and need to go and study, because this is we are going to ask in the exam, and at least you need to know the theory behind the craniosynostosis. Okay. So the next question is that any recent investigation to assess the complex. So that's what we have done. How would you manage this case further?
Sir, in the management, I will do the counseling of the patient first. Then I will admit the patient and I will metabolically investigate the patient pre-operatively for the surgery, optimize the patient, the labs, chest x-ray, and OT preparation. I will talk to the anesthetist that the pediatric patient and blood loss would be crucial for it, discuss with the anesthetist. I would try to avoid hypothermia and avoid blood loss. Then I will go for the surgical procedure, sir.
But before that, you need to also examine the other anomalies like cardiac and underlying anomalies. Possibility of those anomalies would be there in this patient, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So you need to investigate the other. This is the most important thing in the children with these with syndromic. If this is a syndromic craniosynostosis, then you need to rule out all these underlying anomalies, because this is important for the anesthesia, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What would you counsel mother regarding endoscopic surgery?
Initially, I would ask her mother whether she knows about her children's disease or not. Then I will educate her mother for the disease, and then I will tell her the procedure of the steps of the procedure briefly. That we will do endoscopic procedure with less time, less blood loss, and if this procedure along with this procedure we have other procedures like open procedure, strip craniectomy. I will also discuss all these with during counseling with the patient parents.
So what are the different approaches for treating this patient disease? One is endoscopic, other is?
The approaches are strip craniectomy. One, we have endoscopic procedure. We have advancement procedure that involves the plastic surgeon, and we have spring assisted cranioplasty.
Dr. Bashir, this patient has got signs of raised ICP. Will
Yes, sir.
strip craniectomy address this issue? And what's the age of the patient?
Sir, the age is 12 months. We usually
This strip
do
craniectomy
the
address the issue of raised intracranial pressure? Because this patient has got clear-cut copper beaten appearance, which is the radiological sign of raised ICP.
Yes, sir. No, sir. For this, we must be.
Then what are you going to do? How are you going to manage this raised intracranial pressure?
For raised intracranial pressure, sir, I would first pass the VP shunt in the patient, sir.
VP shunt?
Yes, sir.
You see the hydrocephalus.
Can you
no, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. I want to add, this patient needs extensive.
Okay, if a patient has come to you with a craniosynostosis at the age of 3 to 6 months, and a patient has come to you at the age of after the age of 3 years. So the management, your management of will remain same.
No, sir. With up to 3 to 6 months, we do endoscopic. We will go endoscopically, sir, procedure, so that
And
blood loss is very less. And if the age is more, then we will
after
do
the
the
age of
strip
3 years, what
cranectomy.
do you do?
I will do strip cranectomy, sir.
After the age of 3 years, strip cranectomy works or not? Or there are other procedures more extensive?
Sir, this
I
patient
start.
needs extensive cranial modulation along the frontal bone slits and both parietal bone slits, with coronal suture excision along with sagittal suture excision. Extensive maxillofacial surgery is involved, sir, over here. यहाँ पे कम वाला प्रोसीजर नहीं चलेगा सर.
So there are other methods you need to go and study the book again. You just go and read
जो मैं इसमें
the
सर
other
बड़ा
books
अच्छा
like
दिया हुआ है.
Essential of Rangachari. There are different
सर
methods.
सारे मैं
Oh,
शॉर्ट दे देता हूँ. इसकी फ्रंटल
okay.
बोन भी ऑर्बिट के ऊपर से काट के निकाल देते हैं, पैराइटल भी और दोनों पैराइटल. उनको फिर स्लिट्स देते हैं, वी शेप स्लिट्स देते हैं जो सेंटर की तरफ डायरेक्टेड होती हैं, तो स्कल का शेप भी बेहतर हो जाता है. और चूंकि आपने ब्रॉड सेजिटल सूचर भी एक्सरसाइज की होती है और ब्रॉड कोरोनल सूचर भी एक्सरसाइज की होती है, तो आईसीपी भी कम रह जाता है.
Barrel shaped cranectomies कहलाती हैं.
जी सर.
ठीक है.
Means, sir,
What is
if
Virchow's law?
okay, sir.
Virchow's law लिखा हुआ
With
है ना,
the
ये बताइए.
virtualizer, it tells us the skull growth is arrested in the direction perpendicular to the fused suture, sir, and it goes on expanding at the site of unaffected suture, sir.
जी डॉक्टर अतीक, आपको ये रेजिडेंट जो है जिनका नाम क्या है, कैसे लगे?
Bashir Ahmed, sir.
I think they are good. मेरा ख्याल से ये कि they are good and they can pass the exam, but they need to think of little bit more. There are certain things which I would like to point out, like जो इसकी हमने बेसिक पैथोफिजियोलॉजी पूछना चाह रहे थे, वो थोड़ी सी और इन डेप्थ रीड कर लें, ताकि ये कि हमें डेप्थ ऑफ नॉलेज एसेस भी हो जाए. बाकी अगर रिसेंट एडवांसमेंट हो जाती है, ये सब हो जाती है, ये सारी चीजें ठीक है, वो हो जाती हैं. जैसे बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन था रेज्ड आईसीपी का, कि भाई जिसकी हमने डाल देना है, जबकि उनको पता था स्कैन में हाइट नहीं आ रहा है. तो दे हैव टू बी स्लाइटली सेंसिबल. यानी ये हमारा मकसद तो ये होता है कि डेली जो प्रैक्टिस वार्ड में हो रही है, what we are doing in the ward, that's what we are going to ask. ठीक है ना? तो वो ये लोग करते भी वार्ड में वो, लेकिन यहाँ के एग्जाम इनको ये रहना चाहिए हर वक्त, इनको ये सोचना चाहिए कि जैसे ये वार्ड में खड़े हैं.
थोड़ी सी कंफ्यूजन हो जाती है इनको, थोड़ी सी कंफ्यूजन हो जाती है. चले हम मूव कर रहे हैं नेक्स्ट.
स्ट्रेस लेते हैं.
जी हम मूव कर रहे हैं नेक्स्ट न्यूरो एनाटॉमी के सेक्शन पे. तो काइंडली अगर जो वॉलंटियर हो वो काइंडली बताए कि जो न्यूरो एनाटॉमी का सेशन जो है उसके लिए कौन आ रहा है वॉलंटियर.
Sir, excuse me, sir, a small question, please, sir.
You can ask.
सर ने पूछा मुझसे कि 6 मंथ से पहले या 3 मंथ से पहले आप कौन सा प्रोसीजर करेंगे और आफ्टर 3 ईयर कौन सा करेंगे. तो सर काइंडली ब्रीफली अगर बता दें कि 3 इयर्स के बाद ये प्रोसीजर और 6 मंथ से पहले ये, तो आई विल राइट इट डाउन विद माय सेल्फ.
वो आपके बताया था बैरल क्रेनिएक्टमीज होती हैं, ठीक है ना, वो इसके लिए. और वो उसमें जो होती है वो पढ़ लें आप बुक्स में जाके, उसमें एसेंशियल ऑफ रंगाचारी में भी लिखा हुआ है बैरल क्रेनिएक्टमीज व्हिच विल आल्सो गिव द स्पेस टू द बोथ द पैराइटल लोब्स. और उसमें जो है ना वो वी शेप स्ट्रिप क्रेनिएक्टमीज का जिसको बैरल शेप, ठीक है ना, काफ एंड बैरल शेप कहलाती है, कार्ड एंड बैरल शेप. इसको आप पढ़ लें, एग्जाम में ये उसमें लिखा हुआ है. This will give an ample space to cranium and the skull. और दूसरा ड्यूरा की थ्योरी जरूर पढ़ो जाके यार. तो ड्यूरा गाइड करता है पूरे स्विचेस को कि किस तरह करना है. ड्यूरा की गाइडेंस के ऊपर ही तो स्विचेस जाके फ्यूज करते हैं. अगर ड्यूरा की जो गाइडेंस ठीक नहीं होगी, उसकी वजह से ही होता है. ड्यूरल जो होता है, ड्यूरा गाइड करता है बोन्स को कि तमाम बोन्स आपस में आके फ्यूज हो. एग्जैक्टली. और कहीं से ड्यूरा की जो ग्रोथ होती है वो कहीं भी हैम्पर होती है किसी वजह से भी, उसकी वजह से क्या होता है कि एबनॉर्मल वहां का सुचर क्लोजर हो जाता है, क्योंकि बोन्स जो होती हैं वो डिपेंड करती हैं ड्यूरा की ग्रोथ के ऊपर. गाइड करता है इनको और आपस में ला करके इनको फ्यूज कराता है नॉर्मली. So there is a problem in the dural, basically dura का जो driving force of the dura है that causes the switches.
जी जी. डॉक्टर अतीक, हम लोग चाहेंगे कि हम अपने दूसरे सेशन की तरफ मूव हो जाएं. जो वॉलंटियर जो हैं, काइंडली मैं डॉक्टर इमरान से कहूंगा कि वो जो है आगे आ जाएं और वो ये सेशन लें. और मैं वॉलंटियर से कहूंगा, कौन है वॉलंटियर जो न्यूरो एनाटॉमी के सेशन में आना चाहता है? हेलो हेलो. हेलो, कैन यू हेयर मी? हेलो. ये भी नहीं. हेलो, आप लोग सुन रहे हैं मुझे? हेलो. हेलो.
Yes, sir.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर. सर आपकी आवाज आ रही है?
सर आवाज आ रही है सर.
आवाज आ रही है. कोई वॉलंटियर जो है इसको रीड करे. ये ए क्या है? ये ए क्या है? ए कोई वॉलंटियर?
Abi, coba mana tuh? Musa cerita itu, cukup. Thank you. मेरे भाई ने गलत निशान दी हुई ऐसी दी क्या? मैं कहा भाई की कहाँ से मैं कच्चे तो दिया
वैसल करिया एफ टे.
अरे मुझे जाएगा तुम मुझे शेयर बताओ.
हेलो, कैन यू हियर मी? हेलो, आप लोग सुन रहे हैं?
सर वी कैन, यस सर वी कैन हियर यू. आपकी आवाज आ रही है सर?
जी जी. तो ये बताएं, ये ए क्या है? एनाटॉमी की पिक्चर है. डॉक्टर अतीक और डॉक्टर इमरान हैं वहां पे? डॉक्टर अतीक, डॉक्टर अतीक, डॉक्टर इमरान.
सर डॉक्टर अतीक डिस्कनेक्ट हो गए हैं सर. इस वक्त आ रहे हैं.
चलें, आप बताएं. ओके, आप बताएं. अगर ये स्लाइड आपको मुश्किल लग रही है तो मैं एक दूसरी स्लाइड आपको शो करवा देता हूं. ठीक है, आप उसको रीड करें. कौन है वॉलंटियर जो आएगा? चलें, इसको रीड करें. ए को रीड करें. कौन रीड करेगा ए को? हेलो. आप लोग सुन रहे हैं मुझे?
जी सर.
Yes, sir. Yes,
जी.
sir.
आप ए स्लाइड जो है, इसकी ए स्लाइड जो है उसको रीड करें. हेलो, एनी वॉलंटियर?
सर.
जी. डॉक्टर सोहेल इज हियर. डॉक्टर सोहेल, शाकिरुल्लाह.
जी सर.
डॉक्टर शाकिरुल्लाह, कैन यू इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ?
जी. डॉक्टर शाकिरुल्लाह फ्रॉम पेशावर सर.
ओके, डॉक्टर शाकिरुल्लाह, इसको जरा रीड करें.
Sir, this is the T1 weighted image with contrast and axial curves, and there is the hyper contrast. There is a lesion oval shape arising from the sphenoid bone, and the lesion is contrast enhancement, and I need other cursor for
So this is
detail.
the corneal cut on the right side. This is the corneal cut. What do you
Yes,
think on this this CT, this MRI, which is A? What do you think? What is the lesion here?
Sir, I have a question for the doctor साहब. इन्होंने कहा कि it's a contrast enhancing lesion. डॉक्टर साहब आप कैसे कह सकते हैं कि contrast enhance कर रहा है?
इसमें
आपने T1 without contrast देखा है? मैं कहता हूँ कि T1 without contrast पे भी lesion same है. इसी consistency का, इसी hyper intensity का. फिर
इसमें इसी कंट्रास्ट तो दिया गया है कि उस पर ये एनहांसमेंट नहीं होती ना.
scan contrast enhanced in the
आइडियली
lesion.
बिल्कुल आपकी बात सही है. आई शुड सी द T1
लेकिन
विदाउट
आपने
कंट्रास्ट.
देखा जी, फिर आपने
नहीं
contrast पे कमेंट करना है.
बिल्कुल.
तो शाकिरुल्लाह साहब आप ये जरा बताएंगे ये लीजन कौन सा है?
सर मोस्ट प्रोबेबल इट इज sphenoid wing meningioma.
Sphenoid wing meningioma. Sphenoid wing meningioma जो है उसकी क्लासिफिकेशन क्या है? What is the classification of sphenoid wing meningioma?
Yes,
और वो कहाँ होते हैं? वो तो बहुत आगे होते हैं sphenoid wing पे. ये तो ब्रेन स्टेम को जो है कंप्रेस कर रहा है. नहीं? सीपी एंगल भी अगर होगा तो वो इस जगह पे होगा. ठीक है, इस जगह पे होगा. ये तो बिल्कुल जो है ना सीपी एंगल के भी ऊपर चला गया है. तो ये कौन सी बोन होती है यहाँ पे?
Petroclival meningioma.
Yes, you are right. Petrous. ठीक है, ये petrous bone है और ये clivus भी यहाँ पे है. So this is a petroclival meningioma. Okay? और अगर आप इसको भी देखें तो ये supratentorial भी है, ये infratentorial भी है. So this is the petroclival meningioma. Very good. चलें, ये मुझे C बताएं. C क्या है?
This is venogram, sir, which is showing as
Very good.
sagittal signs.
Very good. Very good. कौन बता रहा है? शाकिरुल्लाह या कोई और बता रहा है?
Dr. Saad, sir.
जी?
Dr. Saad.
डॉक्टर साहब जबरदस्त आपने बताया. दिस इज द वीनोग्राम. ओके, चले आप डी पे आ जाएं. डी क्या है? बताएं.
सर डी भी वेनोग्राम ही लग रहा है सर.
जी, लेकिन कुछ और भी इसमें चीजें नजर आ रही हैं, वो भी तो बताए ना कि ये तो वीनोग्राम भी लग रहा है, लेकिन ये इसके साथ साथ ये क्या है? यहाँ नहीं
एंजियोग्राम है सर.
जी देखे, ये जो है ना, हाँ, ये आर्टीरियोग्राम भी है और वीनोग्राम भी है. यहाँ पे सिर्फ वीनोग्राम नजर आ रहा है सी में, और डी में जो है आर्टीरियोग्राम और वीनोग्राम. इसमें कोई मुझे ये बताएगा और क्या फाइंडिंग है? इसमें और कोई फाइंडिंग नजर आ रही है जहां पे एरो दिया गया है? डॉक्टर शाकिरुल्लाह, डॉक्टर साद और जो भी हैं, जरा बताएं.
सर ये इंफीरियर इनास्टोमोटिक वेन है, वेन ऑफ लाब है सर.
नहीं, कुछ ऐसा नजर आ रहा है ना. ये पूरा नजर आ रहा है. ये ऐसा, ये बड़ा सा, ये क्या नजर आ रहा है?
अच्छा,
ये ट्यूमर की जो वेस्कुलेचर है सर, ये वो नजर आ रहा है. और शायद
जी, ये ट्यूमर ब्लश है. ठीक है, ये ट्यूमर ब्लश है. ओके,
yes sir.
So this is the end of our virtual examination session today, And I'm thankful to all of you. I'm thankful to my participant, Professor Atiq and Professor Imran. They have participated. I'm really thankful to them. And I'm thankful to all of you residents and all other persons who have just contributed and also came in this session. So next Tuesday, we will again come and join together. And we have a lot of the other questions. So all you must come on the next Tuesday. Every Tuesday, we will have a class of the virtual examination. Thank you so much.
Thank
Okay?
you, sir. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you for your
Thank
time. Thank you for
you.
your time.
सर डेज बढ़ा दे सर, हफ्ते में 2 दिन करें सर.
2 दिन कर दें, 2 दिन कर देंगे.
यस
आप हुक्म करें, 2
Thank
दिन
you,
कर
sir.
देंगे. 2 दिन कर देंगे.
Sir,
ठीक है?
thank you, sir.
Jazakallah.
2
Okay.
दिन with both.
Okay.
Shukriya.
Okay. खुदा हाफिज़.
Okay. Allah.
ये रिकॉर्डिंग का बताओ.
Thank you, sir.